Rob, it's nice to see you. I haven't seen you around for a while. Morning, Jim. Anyways, I'd like to welcome everybody to the Sakara PDIMI training for this week. And what I'm going to talk to you about this week is how to organize your email swipes for your advertising and everything. And I do have a guest this morning here who wanted to join us today. And as of course you know, everybody knows, I'm also known as the Birdman. And this morning, this is Tiki wanted to come and say hi. Tiki hasn't been on for a while. And so I promised her that it would say, can you say hi? Give everybody a smile. Give everybody a smile. Okay, you want to get up there? Say, okay, smile to everybody. Come on, smile. Oh, this is a pretty girl. Tiki's a pretty girl. Oh, thank you. Okay. Yeah, Tiki's a pretty girl. She's an umbrella. Oh, yeah. Yeah. See, yeah, she agrees she's a pretty girl. Yeah, I know that. All my grandkids are screaming too. Of course, they're birds. No, Marilyn, you're not late. Welcome. Glad to see you here. All right. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to move this over before I start sharing my desktop. You know, many times that we take and we advertise a whole bunch of different programs, whether they be traffic exchanges software, our video creation, you know, and what we do when you guys advertise, do you go in the back office of that program every time to go get your email swipes or your banners? So you have to log in over there and set them up. Is that what you guys do? And then it takes a lot of time to do this. Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, so, and I'm going to show you what I do because it saves a lot of time and gives me more time to do some advertising and everything. So, and I've been doing this for a few years now, and it just helps me get better organized and everything. So you don't want it? So I can spend more time doing my marketing. So I am going to try to go slow with this today because I really think this is important. Let me open up another window. Marketing. And let me see. See, Marilyn's here. Marilyn's a program owner. So, Marilyn, I'm going to use your, I should have, yes, I do need desktop sharing. I wonder why I didn't show. I don't know why. I had to do the same thing last weekend. It's like the recording tool. And by the way, we are looking at an alternative to using this product to do webinars. I think John and I is doing some testing on a couple others here and hoping to do it. Okay, now let me see if my sharing will start. Okay, can everybody see my desktop? All right, I'm using Internet Explorer because Firefox is not working very well. And that's what I have all my bookmarks is in Firefox. So you'll have to bear with me, okay? So what I want to do, log in, and I'm going to go to one of the traffic exchanges that I use, recommend, and advertise. Oh, excuse me. Let me turn this off. Okay. Let me see. Why do I not have it here? Maybe because I got it under paid. Well, I don't see it. Let's do this. I think this is the right. Yes. Redman Surf is a program that I use, a traffic exchange that I use. Let me log in. Oh, I have it under T Ladies for Charity. And the program owner for this happens to be in the room. Glad to have her here today. She is a lifetime member of the Sakara project. Okay, so now we're in here. So now we're going to go to the promo tools, and you use this to do any product that you want. And you know in here she has my affiliate link, and she has Twitter, and she has an email swipe that you can use. She has my affiliate URLs and all that. It'll go away. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I am going to bring up Notepad. And of course, I'm going to put a title. Let me bring it over here so you can see it. I use Notepad a lot. Actually, I use Notepad++. I like Notepad++ because it shows all the HTML and XML stuff and everything. Okay, so I am going to name this Redman Surf, so I know what it is, and I usually put like TE there, so I know it's a traffic. What, baby? You like Redman Surf? Kiki says she likes Redman Surf. Okay, what I'm going to do next, I go in here and I actually go get my URL that I use for my actual affiliate link. So I know it's there. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to save that there. Okay, so I know that's there. Now if I do tracking or anything, I take and go get my tracking link and would put it there also, which I actually I'm taking my time on this because this is, I think, is really important, of course, and you can save a lot of you can save a lot of time once you get these. Why isn't BioVital Pro coming up? Well, that's not good. Well, anyways, oh, there we go. This is where I do all my tracking. There are many, many good sites out there. If I'm going too fast or anything, let me know. So I'm going to go to my URLs. And what I do is come on, scroll down. Oh, it's not responding. It's got a script. I need to send them a ticket. Oh no, please don't crash my window. Okay, we're going to get out of there because they got some script running. Anyways, you would put your tracking thing. The next thing I do, I come in here and take the subject. Do you need a good traffic source? And of course, I recommend that you change these subjects around. I keep a list of these. So next thing, here's my title, okay? And if you want to put a thing on the front title, you can. Then I come in here and I get the email that's recommended. Okay, and I don't like that. I wonder why I did that. I should have looked. Let me do, it should have looked the same way. If not, then we can fix it. Let's try that again. Okay, well, let's fix this. So we know we got hi, so we're going to do this. And let's see, get your, let me take this, go to the top. So I know how it looks. See, we're going to move this up. I need a bigger screen. Okay, for individuals. Okay, she's got, you're looking great. Increase your, so website for like-minded. And you want to put these returns in there because so it reads okay in your email, because you don't want it to go all the way across. Okay, programs. Normally you don't have to do what we're doing here. Usually the email copies in there with no problems. So just bear with me, but in case you do, you see what I'm doing. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty known for doing these things kind of slow. People, I think, can follow a little bit easier when you're going slower. Oh, Tiki agrees. You want to take the time and do this because you want your email to show up perfect, you know, in what the people are reading. Some of these are going around. Now, okay, then what you're going to do, you're going to go in here and you're going to add your signature block. I always recommend your name. In whatever program that you're advertising, that's what I put underneath. My name, and then Skype me. It's really important. I have learned these past week or so, when you put this, it's amazing the number of people that will connect with you and then actually call. I've also started here lately is putting in my phone number. And I probably get calls every day now when I advertise, which I don't mind because this phone is exactly for that. It's my cell phone. You can go out and get there's some sites out there that you can go out and get a disguised phone number that they can call, and then what it does, they leave a message and it sends you a message. Okay, so I'm going to go in here, I'm going to go do File, and I'm going to do Save. And I have a library that I save all these in, so I know where it's at. And you can see I have a bunch of them out here. Okay, so I'm going to go create a folder, and I'm going to call it Traffic Exchanges, okay? Then underneath that folder, I'm going to go create another new folder that's going to say Redman Surf. So I can go right to it. Then I'm going to save this as Redman Surf. And you can save it whatever you want. So now it's saved. Yes, you're right, Marilyn. Okay, now what I've done, I've saved off the text version of this swipe. So now this is what I want to advertise is Redman Surf. So now I want to send this out to a particular safe list. So now I'm going to go to my safe list. Turn you around because nobody wants to see that in, honey. Let's see. Let's go to one of my safe lists. Find one that I have a lot of credits. Let me see. Here we go. Let's see some of these. Okay. I'm a JV partner in Solar Wave, so let me go. Where are you going, honey? Get back on my shoulder. Okay, come here. Oh, so sorry about the phone, guys. I don't know who keeps calling me. Okay, let me log in. I guess I should have went to my safe list and did this. Okay. Now in here, I'm going to go to set up advertisement. All right, where is it? Oh, advertise here. Yes, I have a Google phone too. So I'm going to scroll down. I see I should have some. All right, so I have some solo ads here available. Now, what I'm going to do, and this is really important because here I'm allowed to use HTML. Okay. Now they've asked, and always read the rules in wherever you're advertising. It's very crucial because some of them won't even send your ad out. This one says, please do not include URLs in the body of your solo ad. So, which is fine. I'm going to remove that. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to my pad. First thing I'm going to do is go get my title. Put my title in here. Then I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to go get my link. Now, if you had a tracking link, you would use that. I want to save my ad. Then I go, here's the way you enter the body, okay? But we're going to do a little work to it first. So, hi, and I'm going to copy all this, and I'm going to paste it in here. Okay, so the first thing I look at this, it does have some extra spaces, so I'm going to go through and I want to clean this up. Hello, baby. That's Tiki saying hello to everybody. Okay. That looks good. That looks good. So there. Okay, here's got a little space in here. So I'm going to click on the HTML. And I'm going to go find it because it's probably put, yeah, I did. It put a hard return in here. You see it says /P. So I'm going to delete that, and I'm putting in there BR for break. Okay, and when I update it, I'm going to show you and see what it did. It took that paragraph thing out of the way. So I need to do that with a couple more here. So bear with me as we clean this up. A lot of people, especially some new people, just, you know, they don't know HTML, but it is so easy to learn. So I'm just going to go through this BR, which means, okay, go through, taking extra spaces out. Of course, you don't have to, but I like doing that. Okay, look at some of the benefits you receive. Redmond Surf. I guess let me put that asterisk. Become a member, commissions on a regular basis, take advantage. Okay, here's another one, BR. So much more. It's free. You don't need this extra space. Okay, I'm going to click update. And hi baby. And it looks good. Okay. Now the next thing, it looks like okay. Now it looks like it's tiny. So I'm going to highlight the whole thing. I'm going to go here to my font size and I'm going to make it a 12. Okay. So now you see when I did the 12, it actually changed some of the wrapping. So we want to clean that up. So, you know, you take some time doing this, and you notice it does take some time, but you don't want to have to do this over and over and over again for every ad that you put out there, okay? So that's why we're going through this step. Okay. Now, it said no links, so we're going to take our links out. And I always follow the rules because I don't want to be penalized. I want to get my ad out to the most people because they're going to add the link for you since this is a credit base. Now, what you want to do is go in here and look at some things that that you want to stand out. So one of the things I like in here, see, you're looking for great ways to increase your website traffic. So to me, that's a key word, increase your website traffic. So in this case, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go in and bold that so it stands out, okay? And you want to make these different for each one of them. Redman Surf is great traffic exchange. Joins today. Start getting red hot traffic. Okay, so red hot traffic. So what I may do here is go change the lettering. Whoops. Because what this is going to do is it's going to pull a person's eye in there. Okay, why is this not? Okay, so now I made it red hot traffic. So I turned it red. Now I may even go and bold this. Okay, so now that's there. Okay, it uses state-of-the-art script. Okay, we have state-of-the-art script. I want them to know we have the most current. So I underline that. Okay, Tiki, where'd you go? My bird jumped down and is doing a walkabout. Okay, look for some benefits you receive. Join free today. So it's free. All right, let's bold and italicize that. Sorry, I'm laughing because. And then sign up here, it's free. Hi, Tiki. On your way back. Nobody can see what you're doing. Come on. So we're going to highlight this. We're probably going to go over our 30 minutes, so I hope that's okay. And here, oh, you lost a feather. Okay, here what I'm going to do is I may go change the color to blue, if it lets me. I don't know why this is acting up this morning. Okay, it's blue. All right, so now I have, okay, and up here, you can personalize it. Some sites will let you, some will not. So here you got to read, it says, okay, use the tag, that squiggly, F name squiggly for the first name. So you can personalize it, so I'm going to do that, FNAME, and the squiggly. All right. So now what I've done, I've saved, here's my ad, okay? I took the ad from the back office of Red Band Surf, and I kind of put my own little twist in it, okay? So now what I'm going to do, because I don't want to have to keep rewriting this, so I'm going to come in here, and I'm actually going to select it all. I'm going to do Control-C, which will copy it. I'm going to go back to Notepad now, okay, and I'm going to, you see what I had in there is highlighted, so now I'm going to do Control-V, and what that did was it replaced what I had in my Notepad, okay, so I have that set up. But again, that's all set up for text. So I'm going to put a couple spaces here, and I'm just going to put in a little line, okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to my safe list that I was using, and I'm going to click that HTML button, click on it, and you can see there's all your HTML source code. Take and highlight that entire source code. Control C, cancel out of this, go back to your notepad, and go underneath your line there and do a Control V. So now I have the HTML source code also for my ad. Now if you have different ads, you can keep adding this to this notepad, okay? So now now let me tell you what else I do. I also go in here and I will add my banner information that I need. I may put my user ID and password in here. I even may put the owner's name and the contact or the email. I have everything in one place. I don't have to go back in and log in to Redmond Surf to get all this information. Okay, and I actually have this. I keep all this. Oh, you can't see, I'm showing you. I have a little external drive, and I keep all this, so if I'm traveling, which I do, so if I'm using a computer someplace else, I have all my ads with me all the time on this external hard drive. Okay, so now remember to go in and save. Save often. Okay, so now I like what I have here. I'm going to come down and I'm going to say send this ad out. And it's going to check it out. Now, what you can also do, I'm sending them right to the page. You can also, which it passed and everything, you can also send them to the splash pages in there, which sometimes is very good to do. So what I'm going to do, oh, I guess I shut it down, because I would do this also. I'm going to go back to Redman Surf. Let me log in. I know, baby. She's got a great offer here. You guys ought to jump on it. Okay, I'm going to Promo Tools. Now, let me see if one thing I use in all these, some of them offer personal branding. I'm not sure if she does or not. I don't see a branding link. Okay, if they use the personal branding, I recommend that you use it. But when I scroll down here, here are all my splash pages. Now what I do is I go look at these and see, okay, which one do I like? So I would check them out. Now if they were personal branding, I would definitely use the one that has my picture and all that. That's pretty cool. Okay. So, but then I look at them all. And I might find a couple of them that I really like that I want to rotate. This is really good. I like this because it tells me what it is. It tells me that the owner is going to put me first, and it's going to show me some good results and all that. I really love this. It's got a lot of okay, look, see high quality traffic, get cold hard cash commissions, and bill your downline. This tells it all. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to save off this, and I'm going back to my notepad, and that's maybe where I want to send them, is to that site instead of this other one, okay? Although those are used in traffic exchanges, you can also use them in splash pages. Sometimes I like using these in solo ads, these small ads, because they're quick, because people are surfing and they want to get through here. This is eye-catching. She's got a beautiful picture down here of a Native American Indian here. She's gorgeous. She's got little running bear all over the place, which is her kind of her logo, mascot. This tells me a lot, and I can come right in and join, and then it takes them, because that will attract them. When they come to this page, they go, oh man, I got to read all this. I mean, that's my opinion, and they don't. So if I get them to this page first, it's eye-catching. It brings my eyes. When I look at this, my eyes go right to this here, these 3 bullets. And that's what you want in your ad. You want their eyes to get focused on there. And she did that by having the different colors and all that. But my eyes focused when I came here, focused right on this. See high quality traffic, get cold, hard cash commissions, and bill your downline easy. Well, those are all things that I want. I want a downline. I want to make commissions, and I want to get some good high quality traffic. So she sent that message to me in my mind and said, oh yeah, I really want to do this. So now I'm going to come in here and I'm going to click on that, and it's going to take me to the other site. And I'll be honest with you, I probably won't even read all this. I just go in here and say sign up. That's the mentality of the people that's out there looking at this stuff. You will have a few that will go and read all that. Okay? So now we've done all that. And the other thing, as I said, okay, she's got a 125 by 125 banner. So I may grab all the code here for that and go to my, stop biting me. And I'll go down here below this. I always put this stuff more at the bottom. Put another line, and I put 125 banner, Control V, put the code. Go back to Redman Surf and find one of the other banners that you really like. Red is good. This, oh, Happy Thanksgiving. She's got a special one for Thanksgiving that you can use. But I don't want to keep, I like this red hot, so I'm going to go get that code. And now you can put 2, 3 banners. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to go save. So now I have everything I want right here. All right, so now I'm going to close this. I sent my ad to SoloAd. I used that initially to get everything set up. My ad is gone and everything. So now you usually send out to multiple safe lists or do multiple traffic exchanges to set up. So now what I'm going to do, now that I have this, okay, I would now go to my next safe list. Let me go to my safe list. I'm going to pick a free one that I use. Let's see, let's do, oh, 3's a charm. Now I'm going to show you how this saves you time. Oh, you got to wait, because some of these you got to get in there. But you could open up several windows to do a lot of this. Got to wait for the clock to go down. Okay, it did. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to log in. And of course it takes you to another one. They really want you to. Okay, now you can go to member area. Okay, I'm going to go down credit mailer. Now, the neat thing is using this, and nothing to change. All the things that I've done is all there. The colors, the size, the whole thing. Now, the only thing I do have to change, because here it says to personalize, they want you to use a different, delete this one. A lot of them use that squiggly F name, so that's why I go with it. Put my caps on first. I hope I spell it right, and it's important because if you don't, it will show up incorrectly. So now I personalized it. How many people do I want to send it to? I'm going to send it out to all 908 since I've got a lot of credits. Send right now, put in the queue, save. So now I'm going to go back and get the link that I want to send this to. And this one I'm going to send to my splash page. Now, some of the sites you do this with, it'll record. So if you double click in there, my IE doesn't do that. That's why I like Firefox. So now I'm saving this. I'm going to send it out right now. Okay, that ad is gone. Go to your next site. Go to my credit mailer. Okay, I put in the link in first, so I'm going to come down here, so save me on the cut and pasting. Control V. I'm going to send it out to 4509. Okay, get this as the source. So if I go back to my thing, to my notepad, highlight that all again, put it in there, Control V, hit source. Okay, this one also uses first name, so I got to go in here, change this. Okay, and now I need to go back and put my title. Okay, so now that's all in here. I'm going to save it. So the next time I send it out from here, I can go to Save Messages, go into my Save Messages, and I got a lot of them in here. Let me see. And here it is, number 5. So it's saved. So the next time I can just say send with credit mailer, or I can come in here and edit it. Okay, and what you want to do is do some tracking and do some checking on those different splash pages to see where you're getting the best hits. So say now I'm in here and I said, oh, I want to go ahead and add the banner here. Okay, I want to add a banner for, I got to come in here and do some work. A lot of these have got to go. All these quick family products are gone. So say I want to add Redman Surf in here as, so I can go next. I can come in here, Redman, whoops, my caps are on, Redman Surf. So now it wants the banner link. I can go back to my notepad. I can scroll down because it wants the big banner. So the thing that says PHP 3, so this is the actual banner right here. Some places ask for the whole code, so you can just cut and paste this, but we just got to pick everything in between the quotes. So it gives me the banner link, and then the destination on this. I'm going to send them to my regular site, which is also right there. Again, it's between the quotes, and it says href. To decide which is the image, it'll say right here, it says IMG, that stands for image. Control V, and I'm going to give it, let's say 2,500 credits. So it'll show to let 2,500 credits. Okay, I'm going to say next. It's going to review the banner. Yep, there it is. It's showing up correctly. That's what I want. Save. So now my banner right here. Now what I do is I click on this to make sure it is going to the right place. Okay, always test, 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 test. Make sure wherever you're putting in goes to the right place. It did, took me where I wanted to go, so that means I have it set up. So I have that all set up. Okay, I may want to go into, well, this one don't have text ads, but I do need to come in here and do a little cleanup work, I see. But now my banner to Redman Surf is active, and it has 2,500 credits assigned to it. Okay, so let me stop the desktop sharing, back to chat, bring this back in front of me. Okay, I hope for all you that are here, this was helpful to you. Once you get these created, you have them. Like I said, I save all mine on a small external disk. It fits in my pocket, and I do that because I do travel a lot, and I use different computers. I've got 4 laptops, depending on which business. So I have all that stuff on here, and I just hook that up and get all my stuff off. And that way, wherever I'm at, I can do my advertising and get it going, because it's important that as an internet marketer that you do advertise every day. You've got to get out there and send your ads out every day. It takes an average of 7 to 10 times before that person, from them seeing your ad, before they'll take action and everything. All right, so that's going to conclude today's training. I'm going to let John, do you want to come up, say anything? John, are you still here? Okay. Then in that case, does anybody have any questions for me? Tiki, can you say hi to Mary? Say, show a big smile. Big smile. Oh, that's a pretty crest. You say hello. Say hello. Raise the mic. No, here. You want to hold it? You want to wear it? Say hello. Can you say hello? The minute it goes away. Yeah, Monday's training will be more on Google Authority, and this will also help everybody. No, leave my headset alone. I really appreciate y'all coming out today. Please go out and share for your friends, get them in here while we're still doing the free training. Okay, great, Adams, thanks. And Skype about it, blog about it, and get things going. All right, you get any questions, you can catch